What's up, crypto kids, blockchain, profit seekers, all my friends, how you doing? I'm coming at you from the wider crypto market in a sea of red, but we got some little bobbers of freaking green candles over here and over there, and pretty nice. From Tweak896, very large Fantom influencer says, no one ever made money from being a pessimist. Only those who hope for a bright future. The optimists make money. Every dip is sold is a regretful seller. It is what it is. True enough. So check this out. Fantom has flipped Avalanche for TVL. That's pretty big. Avalanche, Fantom moving above Avalanche for TVL with so much stuff being built on Avalanche. It's nuts that we flipped that, and I think that's pretty awesome. And of course, the Fantom community is going crazy over that. And, you know, as they should be, because that's an exciting move. And a lot of it has to do with all the drama going on with the V3. And what's it called? It's kind of weird name. It's like Solidity or something. Solidly. That's the name of the new project. V3. That's the whatever. Anyway, there's this, like, I talked about it yesterday, that new platform that came in and, like, started sucking up all the TVL. The Fantom alerts, weekly Fantom Unchained that happens was great. They had like old school dev and the new dev that came over and sucked all this liquidity. They had a huge battle. It was awesome, actually. It was very fun. But anyway, in this sea of red, we do have some green stuff going on. So let's take a look at that real quick. A lot of stuff down. Thor's just launched, right? I mean, just launched. Things less than a week old, and the price is, launched at $1, and now it's down to 38 cents. And they just chose the absolute very worst time in the world to launch, right? You launch, people load it in, bam, everything your freaking coin was pegged to crashed into the ground. So things that are born in a bear market and they put their head down, they build, those often become some of the greatest freaking opportunities. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about that. I'm not overly, I think even if we're not at bottom, we're doing okay. Yeah, a lot of people are hurting. A lot of people angry, blood in the streets. But for me, that's buying opportunities. I know a lot of people are probably out of fiat and like, how do you keep buying the dip? I'm like, well, when you loaded up a Hyperverse account the way that I did, and I'm getting like $400 a day in cash, dollars withdrawn out of there, well, in a dollar equivalent of whatever coin they give me, which I just sell for that dollar amount, right? But it's in a dollar, your value is kept in dollars at all time. And with that, I come in, I buy the dips. I love dips because dips is where I can just scoop up when things are way high and I'm still DCAing in with my money markets. That's and it's harder when things are way up high, because at that point I'm looking for anything, things that have crashed, anything that's gone down in the bear market, anything that's in a sea of pain. Right now, I don't have to look hard to find a sea of pain. Not at all. Definitely buying more Tho. I threw $50 at Tho, but I'll be trying to put in a little bit every single day there. Sol, great opportunity here to pick that up on the price I was looking to get in a long time ago. Mars ecosystem coin, that coin has not been doing good as it was. Just keeps crashing. Talked about buy shares crashing yesterday and what went on there with the big whale dumping. Fantastic time to get into Sol Swap. Someone else saw that as well, and they got a nice increase, and things are starting to pop back up. Now they've crashed. Up is where they're going. 21 cents for Harmony 1 right now. Fantastic. Hector Dow down to $36. Some major opportunities. Scream was a big 7-day loser and then pretty much made it all back up. 39% in 7 days down, and then the past 24 hours it just came right back up. But a lot of that has to do with all the liquidity wars that are going on Fantom, and Scream is largely integrated there, right? All right, let's go to our 7-day winners. Polar nodes. And what's really interesting is like the ones that just stayed up and kept pumping through this, they were mainly passive plays, which is pretty cool. I'm in polar nodes, but I didn't talk about polar nodes because the team's not transparent, and I'm waiting for a lot more of good information to come out about that. Didn't expect this huge giant pump. Are you kidding? 146% in 7 days. But in 24 hours, still down 39%. There's a lot of growth here because this just launched. The reason it's down for 24 hours is because, as with all things that launches, there's little glitches, and they had a problem with the their front face, and they're having to like move all the nodes over to the new website and all that. But like, it's only a few days old, and so let me go look at that real quick. So here's Polar Nodes here. Like I said, brand new, 3,587 followers. Our team is, they locked the liquidity, all that good stuff. But basically what they're saying is like, Bears, the D app is back online. We just recovered 404,125 nodes. So it looks like they're back up. But who's proud to be a part of the Polar family? Yeah, I'll click on that. Node problem fixed. Migration 80% finished. D app. So, look at that chart. That's how it was pumping. I got in somewhere down here. Huge win. I didn't put in a lot. I just kind of bought one of the smaller nodes, and but it was a big win in a sea of red. Vapor Nodes up hugely. Vapor Nodes is a fantastic platform, and it's one of the real leaders in the space because, and that's why everyone wants to ape in, and they're really good about communicating with the other node people, getting them, involved, teamed up together with like Thor nodes and all of the better nodes in the space. They're trying to basically team up with. I like that a lot, and these guys are super super active. I mean, like non-stop Twitter freaking pounding. They're always building. They're always doing stuff, and I like that. And they're like continually buying stuff. Like, I think they bought a Fantom node the other day. They're just buying stuff all the time. Didn't think this would happen, but more people merged their nodes. Some people had 100 nodes. The node count dropped to 12K from 20K. This again drops the floor for entry to 15K VPND to build a node. It was at 25,000 just VPN to take a VPND to buy a node not long ago, like yesterday. And then these people merging drops that price. So now is your chance to get in at a slightly cheaper rate. However, at Vapor Nodes, things have been going so well that they have created a new system where everyone's going to be able to get in no matter what your price point is. You're basically getting into a giant node pool that everyone is able to contribute into. And when you yourself have enough to finally get a node, then you can, get a node or draw your income or whatever the hell you want to do. But it's pretty cool that they have done that. So they're coming up with a way for all people of all price points to come in. But right now you need like over $1,000 to get in here. It was at $2,500 before someone combined all their nodes. But what's cool about that, what that does is it keeps the price point up for bigger guys really at first. Not big, but you know what I mean? Not the smallest of the small. So when those little fish are a shrimp or whatever you want to call them, when they're allowed to come in, and that's not my stuff, those are like crypto ratings, right? I didn't make that crap up. So anyway, when those people all come into Vapor Nodes at that smaller price point, that should do a lot for the price, because right now there's a whole bunch of people who just can't get in at all because the price point is way too high. But that's going to change. So when that does happen, that will be pretty awesome. And look, Thor and Vapor Nodes did something together here, constantly doing stuff, constantly working. I like that a bunch. We can go check out the site really quick. But whatever, got my node in here. I have 25,447 coins because I had bought in ways, but when you had to have 25,000 to get in. So you have all these different things here. It's a really nice site. They hit, this is, might have forked Thor originally, but they have their own stuff going on, right? They've created this whole, a lot of building, a lot of good stuff. I recommend checking out their Medium articles. These guys are on point, and their treasury is killer. They are constantly adding stuff, constantly buying stuff, and they have 5.92 strong here. And from what I understand, they have a crap ton of strong nodes, a crap ton of Wonderland Time. They're in Sushi X, Curve, a bunch of money in Curve, VPN, AVAX, that's obviously the liquidity pool, which a bunch of the our flow goes into, and super transparent, very cool platform. Vapor Nodes will continue to go up, and in my opinion, depending on how bearish everything gets, but it is very interesting that these guys outpaced pretty much every other coin out there. Power Nodes in the last one day, but even through this entire bear thing, VPND really blew the pants off of most everyone else. So Polar Nodes was up number 1, Vapor Nodes was at number 2 for the big gainers, and Drip Network at number 3. Drip Network has really jumped up, man. This thing was at like $80 just like a couple days ago. We're at 94 while everything was tanking. But there, it's not like your typical situation, because there was all this kind of pent up energy for people to be buying drip. All of the entire drip community was, had been diverted over to the Manor Farm. And so, we all kind of knew that the price was going to jump after this. I had bought some, and, because it was pretty obvious that when people were twiddling their thumbs for the 14 days that were waiting for this Manor Farm to launch, that they were going to be, diving into drip. Plus, a bunch of people took money on Rev, right? They followed Rev up and then sold the Rev at the top. That money probably flowed right back into drip, which makes a lot of sense. And well, as you can see, drip has just been on a tear along with these other guys. Most of drip's put-ons were, in the 1-day area, which is pretty good. Been working quite well. Some other nodes doing well. Comb Finance also doing great over the past 24 hours. Okay, so let's go check out drip real quick and see what that's about. Here's the Manor Farm. This is their farm that So here's the Manor Farm. That's their farm, and the layer 2 is going to open up to this. And if you didn't get into this, it's a little too late until the next round, when they'll be buying pigs and dogs tokens. Everyone who got into this, we got Rev tokens. They pumped that up. People who weren't paying attention lost all their Rev tokens, or they left them in the farms and didn't get taken. And it was, a lot of this was like a big giant game, Simon Says, right? The people who were paying attention really made off. But trading, this type of thing, is kind of a zero-sum game, right? The money doesn't come out of nowhere. It comes from somewhere. If every single person was allowed to put in their Rev token at 100%, the price would not be the same, because people have to buy those things, right? It's a long story, and it's interesting how they did this, but for those who were paying attention, you did great. Some other people I saw, another guy lost like $100,000 because he had his Rev in the wrong place. Ouch, man. So not for everyone. I think if you're not like really paying attention, that just being in drip is the best way to go, because that is set it, forget it, passive income. You don't even have to think about it. You don't have to check it on Telegram. You don't have to do anything. But if you want to get involved in their farms, it's very much a pay attention type of situation. And the drip community is large and toxic as hell, man. I mean, like, I saw the people on Twitter who had like lost money in that farms, like, and they were being like ridiculed and poked at and tormented by the drip community. I mean, not everyone, clearly, but there are definitely some toxic MFers in there. And you just go to the Telegram or go anyone online and look through comments. The people are not very friendly, and they're pretty, I mean, to poke fun at people who are losing money, I've never understood that. Like, I could never get down with that. For somehow, I don't know, that's not the way my heart works. My heart feels sympathy for those people. I don't know why you would want them to have that pit, feeling in their stomach of them lost their cash when everyone else made out like bandits. But that was kind of how this worked. Now, the good play that is here is this drip garden. This drip garden is a fantastic play. I'm going to be loading that up, and it's basically a fixed contract that was fixed by Forex Shark, because so many of his promoters, like a lot of his promoters they were all pushing hypes not long ago, right? And during the down market, but they were, a lot of them, were getting with these contracts on the first day. And it's funny because you'll like see them in their videos saying those old contracts were scams, but they were the ones promoting them. Did you not know it was a scam back when you promote it? Because I did, and most other people did. Anyway, they fixed that contract to where, like, no matter when you put in here, the rewards go up for you and go up for everyone, to where it used to be just like that. And probably more than half of the drip promoters that I'm aware of were pushing those farmer miner contracts, which in my opinion is a slimy thing to do. But anyway, Manor Farm, the next launch of this, the pigs, dogs token, I think the yields are going to be high. I'm going to be loading that up, and I think that's something to get ready for and get excited about because that's mad passive income. Probably a play that I'm looking to do is like get into the farm, load up as much as I possibly can, take all the profits I get out of that, load that into the drip account, and then pull my profits out of drip. Let's stop by drip really quick. Here is drip. You're gonna connect your wallet. This like couldn't be easier, right? Drip is super simple. If you want to come into drip, it's very simple. You come over to the swap. You can explain it in a couple seconds, right? And whatever amount of BNB you want to put in, you have to use BNB. You need your Binance wallet. You put in the amount, you press buy. It's that simple. You come over to the faucet, you put the amount of drip, simply press max and press deposit. That's it. If you want to compound, you press this button here to hydrate. Let's hydrate this. Hydrate is the word for compound. This is a simple thing. And I think with the way that the farm works and the way it's going to be locking up a lot more of these coins and it's creating a use for the coin, because basically the whole farm was there designed in order to help drip, right? Because you have to do all these things to get drip on like other exchanges, to get them listed and have certain types of liquidity and to be counted on CoinMarketCap, all that good stuff in the right way. So this is Forex Sharks' way of providing far more value to drip. So that's why I plan to pull most of my funds out of that Manor Farm as I'm taking profits. All those profits will go back into drip. And it's that simple. And as you see, we just hydrated, we pressed OK. Everything's going really slow right now. And there we go. It says roll right there. That was me rolling that back into drip. Claim, you go here, bam, and then you could sell it on Pancake Swap, or you could sell it right here on this swap. And it's that simple. There's like nothing to drip. You purchase drip right here on the site. You put the drip in right here on the site. You can cash it out on the site. It's very, very, very simple and easy, and it's a good play. It's major passive income play, and I see this coin doing very well. Maybe not so much in the bear, like everyone's like, oh, it's gonna do so well in the bear market. I'm like, well, let's be honest. If everyone gets to the point where that's their only income, they will be selling, and they'll be selling instead of hydrating and stashing away, and that will make the price go down. Supply and demand is quite freaking simple, and depending on the power of how bearish things get, I personally don't think they're getting super. I've been using the Manorino indicator that he uses, or that he's created to gauge risk in the market, and it has been working quite well. Plus, we follow a lot of the same type of stuff. Let's see. Right here, click on the dollar. Scroll down, there it is. We're at 103. That's moderate. We're, if we get below 100 here, we're in the low part of moderate for this. So it's like, should you buy stocks now or get out? Market risk. Here is your indicator. If you ever get over, 250 or something, it's time to start selling. 300, get out. 103, buy, because risk is low, fear is high. That's where we're at right now. Fear is high, risk is low. Take that for what you're worth. Not a financial advisor. Just been doing this a damn long time. Okay, moving on from there. Let's stop at LVT. We got Binance pretty much squared away. All that stuff's doing good. As far as drip, Manor Farm, major passive income plays, and I think they'll be strong into the future. And as we saw from the CoinMarketCap, it certainly did well. You'll see other people they'll see one difference where because of the fundamentals of everyone pouring out of that farm, pouring into this, now you see all these drip promoters saying stuff like, we are decoupled from the market. Drip is leading the way. Drip will do super great in the bear market. I'm like, golly, you guys will just say anything. Okay, moving on. Let's go by LVT. LVT has been doing freaking really good. Something that they've done recently is so all of these node plays are all like, a lot of it is just a promotional tactic, but they're basically like, we're creating our own endpoints, and which if you go into your MetaMask and drop down when you're adding in the wallet in that section, where you get into the details, you can change the RPC endpoints and get faster sped up, which, I have my Fantom wallet sped up that way. But what these guys are doing is most of the other protocols that have created these endpoints for these nodes, they don't really have endpoints. They're borrowed endpoints. But LVT has kind of changed the game on that because they have created, they have their own node. They bought their own AVAX node. So not only are they, they're helping the system, and that is, there to help the community. All that ends up coming back to us. But because we're part of the community, and just by having nodes here, you can use their RPC endpoints. You go to the Discord and they will give them to you or whatever. But look at this here. Look at the fee difference. So here is the fees. 0.004. That's crazy. Versus 0.006, right? Estimated gas fee 0.006 normally, 0.004 using their endpoints. So that's pretty damn cool that the fee goes down. Standard fees versus fees with LVT RPC. Thank you for this, Louverture 5. Someone was saying, they're like, you're welcome. And pretty cool. So Louverture, the other two we looked at, Vapor Nodes pays out 365%, 1% a day. Your package never expires. You always have it. Drip pays out 364% over the course of a year, so 1% a day, and then your package expires, whatever you put in. So you need to hydrate, build it back up. I think that actually gives sustainability when things expire that way. You're not expected to pay out for years and years and years and years and years, right? Okay, so the Louverture pays out 0.5% a day. Let's go stop by the site. It's very simple. I've already withdrawn for the day because I used it to compound, into another platform. Louverture is pretty dang straightforward and simple, and what I really like about it is every day that you don't compound, you get 12% on the first day, more the next day, and you're not only are you compounding your nodes when you compound your pay, but you're also compounding this bonus structure. So 12% the first day, boom, that gets plus more the next day, and it goes down a little bit, but all that adds up, and you're actually compounding your bonuses as well as compounding your thing. So even though it is 0.5% a day, it actually works out to a lot more than that if you're compounding. 0.5% a day is what you're getting if you withdraw everything, but you get quite a bit more than that by compounding, and you reach different levels by compounding more. Vapor Nodes also has a compounding scheme like that. It works over weeks as opposed to days, but similar type of system. Pretty damn cool, actually. Okay, so let's head back over to CoinMarketCap. We hit Vapor Nodes. They're doing great. Polar Nodes, big winner, but not near as transparent as the Vapor Nodes. Drip doing just fantastic, and I did go over these yesterday, so I don't want to go over them too much, but see, Comb and Power both are doing good, and Power Nodes is here up 19.64% for the day. Doing quite well over there. I have quite a few Power Nodes set up and running. I did talk about Power Nodes and Comb Finance yesterday, so we're not going to hit them again, but I got two new node plays that I consider as good as Vapor Nodes. Pretty bullish thing to say, huh? About to launch. I will be doing a video for those very, very soon and keep you in the loop before they happen, but I think it's going to be great for our community. And the reason I don't mind telling you the stuff before I even get into it is because I don't have a big channel anymore. I lost my big channel, and I have this little channel, and so I can kind of say whatever I want. I don't really move prices. I don't influence anything, and so I can give you guys some serious gems that others don't want to tell you about until they're already in, because the price can move that much. But I can just say whatever the hell I want because I got such a small channel. But so there you go. Anyway, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Crypto music. Gonna catch you guys on the flip. Hope you're having a hell of a great day. We got mad profits falling in your lap. If you're interested in getting a big money market account like me that I have over there at Hyperverse, or what we call Fight Club, because the platform that shall not be named, because you're not allowed to make videos about it. They're very picky about what you say, and they will lock your account up if you say something they don't like. So gotta be picky about that, careful about that. But fantastic passive income in a dollar-based scenario, 0.5%. Plus, you can make a lot more if you withdraw correctly, which I'll be glad to show you. Anyway, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Catch you guys in the next one. I'm out, man.